Friends, let's take some tzedakah, put it in the pushka, and let's get all the blessings that tzedakah is giving us. This is the old French saying, déjà vu, or in Hebrew actually, ein kol chodesh tachas hashamish. There's nothing new, same old, same old. What I'm referring to is about the fact that since day one of our existence, the Jewish people always had to apologize for their existence, justify their existence, fight for their right, debate the world. Yes, we exist and we are allowed to exist, and the land is ours, and so on and so forth. No need to go into all these world courts that accuse us of simply of living, of being. So it's nothing new. And I want to share with you a very interesting discussion in the Talmud, in Tractate Sanhedrin, where the Talmud relates a number of debates. We'll see how many we can cover today. Where once again we had to justify that we live and that we exist in our own land. And the Gemara says the following. There was an individual by the name of Gevia ben Pesisa. He was a brilliant debater. And often he would be the one that the sages would allow him to go debate. And here was a situation. Bo b'nei Afrikaya. The people of Afrikaya, I guess Africa, they came to judgment in front of the emperor, Alexander of Macedon, and they claimed. And he said, the land of Israel, which was originally called Eretz Canaan, the land of Canaan, belongs to us. Why? Because in the Torah says it's called Eretz Canaan ligvuloseho, the land of Canaan and all its borders. And they claim they are descendants of Canaan, so it's theirs. With what right did the Jewish people take it away from them? Torah itself calls it Eretz Canaan. So Gevia ben Pesisa came to the Chacham and says, let me go debate them. I will lose. You can always say, look, this is a simple individual who went and debated. It's not that final. Will I win? You'll see, you'll be able to say that the Torah won. And they won't be able to counteract. Fine. They came in front of the emperor. The Bnei Afrikaya put forth their argument. And the emperor turned around to Gevia ben Pesisa and says, what have you got to answer to them? And he said, look, I will do the same as they. Since they bring their argument based on what it says in the Torah, I'll go back to the same Torah. And he says, you might remember that Noach had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Yafes. When Ham misbehaved, to put it lightly, vis-a-vis his father, he cursed him. And the curse that he gave him, Or Canaan, Eved Avodim Yelechov. That Canaan will be a slave to his brothers. So you claim you're a descendant of a slave. The halacha says that Mashe Kono Eved Kono Rabbi. Whatever the slave acquires belongs automatically to his master. Why? Because he completely belongs to his master. So you have no claim to the land of Eretz Canaan. Now you accept me a master or not, that's a different story. But you for sure don't have a claim. So the Gemara says that Alexander the emperor told him no. Says we need a few days to think. And instead of thinking, they just ran away and they gave everything up. And the Gemara says another concept. The descendants of the Egyptians came. B'nai Mitzrayim, they came, says. Parsha of this week, where the Torah says that Moshe Rabbeinu told the Jews to go to the Egyptians, to their neighbors, and borrow from them clothing, finery, jewelry, pots and pans, everything they will need for traveling. And they did. And they emptied Egypt. They never gave it back. They never returned it. So they're coming to a claim, again, in front of Alexander of Macedon, and says, look, the Jews are indebted. Same story. Gevir ben Pesisa offers himself to go debate, the Chachamim accept, and he says the same thing. You take it from the Torah, I'll respond you from the Torah. He says, yes. We took it. How many years were we slaves by you? How many years did you abuse of us? We worked for you, we built cities. 210 years or 430 years starting from Avraham Avinu, that we were in Egypt as slaves. You never paid us any wages. So if you're going to do the accounting, you probably still owe us, and much more. So the Gemara says again, Alexander Magnin turned down to them, no. They had no response, and they ran away. So déjà vu, déjà vu, déjà vu. We always have to justify ourselves, but ultimately we win. And in Mirz Hashem, today we're going to win because we will all be in the Beis HaMikdash and the whole world will accept it, that it is ours.